One of the most pressing issues facing our world today is the gap between the rich and the poor. The gap has grown wider in recent years due to a lack of government effort to bridge the gap. I will talk about the biggest problem with it. I will also discuss the effect the gap has on the individual. The gap between the rich and the poor has been caused primarily by an increasing income gap. It has grown in recent years due to an increase in income for the rich, while the income of the poor has stagnated. The gap has also been caused by the increasing wealth of the rich, which has allowed them to increase their investments, which has in turn increased their income. The gap has also been caused by the lack of education in the poorer areas of society, which has prevented the poor from increasing their income. The gap between the rich and the poor has had a significant impact on society and the economy. The gap has caused a great deal of inequality, which has in turn caused a great deal of dissatisfaction amongst the poor population. The gap has also had a negative impact on the economy, as the poor have been unable to improve their quality of life. This has in turn caused the economy to stagnate, as the poor have been unable to increase their income. The growing gap between the rich and the poor has led to increased anger and frustration amongst the latter. With the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer, it has become harder for the poor to improve their circumstances, leading to a feeling of hopelessness and bitterness. What's more, the rich seem to be doing everything they can to keep the poor down, whether it's through political corruption or by taking advantage of them financially. The gap between the rich and the poor has evolved over time. The gap has steadily grown in recent years as a result of globalization and international trade, which have increased the wealth of the rich faster than that of the poor. International trade has also made goods more affordable, which has given the poor more purchasing power. Further, the wealth of the rich has allowed them to increase their investments, which has allowed them to increase their income and so their standard of living. The gap between the rich and the poor has grown over time. It's now at a level not seen since the Great Depression. The global economy has become increasingly polarized as globalization has increased. The income gap has grown even wider, which has destroyed the concept of the middle class. The reason the economy has become increasingly polarized is globalization. Globalization has allowed the rich to send their goods abroad and have them manufactured at a low cost. The income gap has had a negative effect on the economy because the poor are now increasingly bitter. The reason the economy has become increasingly bitter is because the poor have been unable to increase their income, and so their standard of living, since globalization and international trade have increased the wealth of the rich faster than that of the poor. The income gap will bring us down faster than anything else unless we close it. The income gap will inevitably bring us down, either by destroying our economy or by bringing us to the brink of revolution. But the only people that can do it are the people that we depend on, the people that we choose. But it's not in their interest to do it, because they will lose money. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you like these types of videos. On the screen now you will see another of my videos about banks and how they make their profits on everybody's back. Thank you for watching.